Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're really digging into something different when it comes to financial success. Forget the usual market talk for a minute. We're looking at sources that say your biggest asset isn't, your stocks or savings. It's your mind, your mental frequency, actually.
Exactly. It's this fascinating idea that, well, most people might be unknowingly running on old software,
Yeah.
basically, an inner program that's kind of stuck on scarcity, maybe fear, limitation. So our mission here is to unpack this specific system people are talking about, the billionaire brainwave. It claims to help you rewire that subconscious stuff, and it does it through a daily ritual, aiming for abundance.
Right, rewire is the key, isn't it? It's not just wishful thinking. We're diving into a 15-minute daily practice that's supposed to fundamentally shift your financial path. Not by hustling harder necessarily, but by getting your internal state, your energy, aligned
Oh,
consistently.
and the core of that alignment, according to these sources, is a very specific number, a frequency, 7.83 hertz. That's what the audio program they provide is built around. They call it the wealth frequency.
Okay, 7.83 hertz. Wait a second. That number sounds familiar, but not from finance. Isn't that the Schumann resonance, like the Earth's own electromagnetic frequency? How does that connect to, well, getting rich? Seems like a leap.
It is a leap, and that's sort of the main point the program hinges on. The sources interpret this natural Earth frequency in a very specific way.
Hmm.
They propose that, those really successful people, the ones who seem to just attract good things, they might be unknowingly tuned into this frequency. They're naturally operating on 7.83 hertz. So they're not fighting the current, they're flowing with it.
Ah, okay, so it's less about knowing the market ins and outs and more about vibrational compatibility. Like if you're attuned to abundance, you actually see the opportunities that someone tuned to struggle just completely misses.
Precisely. It's about alignment. The sources really stress that. It's not just hard work, it's making sure your internal world is consistently set right. And this ritual we're breaking down is designed to lock in that 7.83 hertz, using the audio, yes, but also coupling it with gratitude and focused intention. That combo is supposed to create the energetic shift.
Okay, let's get practical then. People listening will want to know how to do this tuning. You mentioned a 15-minute morning routine. They say consistency is key, right? Even that short time impacts your whole day. So what's step one?
It kicks off with setting the right emotional tone. The first 3 minutes are all about grounding yourself with gratitude.
Gratitude. Okay, we hear that a lot in self-improvement circles, but why start a wealth ritual with it? What's the connection?
Well, it's about the immediate effect it has. Gratitude, genuinely felt, shifts your whole system almost instantly. It flips you out of that defensive, I don't have enough scarcity thinking,
Right.
and into recognizing what you do have.
Yeah.
Abundance thinking. You can't really attract more if your focus is stuck on lack, you see.
Makes sense. And the instructions are quite clear, aren't they? Close your eyes, take like 3 deep breaths, and then you just silently name 3 things you're grateful for.
Simple stuff, yeah, like
Yeah.
your health or just potential.
Simple things, yes. But here's the absolute key part they emphasize. You have to actually feel it deeply in your body, not just in your head. It's not a checklist exercise. It's about generating that warm, appreciative feeling. And those deep breaths help, especially if feeling grateful feels hard at first. They kind of reset you physically.
Okay, so 3 minutes of feeling genuinely grateful, that sets the stage. What's next? The next 7 minutes.
That's step 2. Activate your wealth DNA with the Billionaire brainwave audio. This is where this specific tech comes in.
The brainwave part.
Exactly. This is where you put on headphones. The audio uses specific frequencies, theta and alpha waves. Now, for anyone unfamiliar, theta and alpha are those brain states you get into when you're super relaxed, maybe meditating, or right before you drift off to sleep.
Had almost a sleep zone. Yeah. And in that state, your conscious mind, your critical filter, it kind of steps back. Your subconscious becomes way more open to suggestion. It's like prime time for installing new software.
So the audio is basically using that open state to
Right.
upload a success program?
That's the idea, yeah. While you're listening, you're also doing a specific visualization. The instructions are to imagine this, like golden light starting in your head, expanding out, flowing through your whole body, filling every cell. And as it does, you visualize it washing away old limiting beliefs about money, fears, doubts, all that negative programming. It's an active clearing process.
Okay, clearing the slate so the new frequency, the 7.83 hertz, can sort of stick.
Pretty much, you're creating space for it.
And this term wealth DNA, they use, what exactly is that meant to be? It sounds a bit out there.
Yeah, it's definitely metaphorical. It's not literal DNA, obviously. It represents your innate potential, your natural state, which they argue is already aligned with abundance. But It gets buried under layers of, societal messages, upbringing, all that stuff. The audio supposedly helps you tap back into that default success setting.
Got it. So we've done gratitude, we've done the audio and visualization. That's 10 minutes. What happens the last 5?
That's step 3, setting your daily wealth intentions. This is where you actively direct that receptive state you've just created.
Okay, intentions. How is this different from just wishing for stuff?
Big difference, according to the sources. Intentions here are framed as emotional commitments. You're not just hoping. You're deciding and programming a specific outcome into your now receptive mind.
And they suggest writing them down in a journal.
Yes, write down 3 specific intentions for the day, focused on progress or money.
Can you give some examples? What kind of things should people be writing?
They provide some pretty direct ones, like I attract financial opportunities effortlessly today, or maybe I make wise decisions that multiply my income.
Okay.
Another one is I am open and receptive to unexpected sources of wealth. Things like that. Very present tense, very confident.
And the final piece is speaking them out loud, right?
Yeah.
And visualizing them like they've already happened.
Exactly. You say them with confidence, feel them as true right now. It's about aligning your feeling state with the reality you want to create, not just asking for it.
So the full 15 minutes, gratitude prep, brainwave audio activation, and then confident intention setting.
That's the core morning ritual.
Yeah.
And like you said, consistency is hammered home as being crucial. But they also offer something extra, an optional, but they say powerful addition.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
It's called the evening reset.
An evening session, too. Why double up?
It's not a full session, just really short. It's about reinforcement. You know how we said the subconscious is really open just before and during sleep? Well, the idea is to listen to the audio again for maybe just 2 minutes right before bed. Or you could even play it very quietly while you sleep.
Ah, like a booster shot for the brain programming.
Kind of, yeah. It helps solidify the work you did in the morning. They claim it helps you wake up with more clarity, maybe even some intuitive nudges or ideas related to opportunities. Continuous tuning, almost.
Okay, let's talk results then. This obviously isn't promising overnight riches. It's a mental shift. How do the sources say this 15-minute daily practice actually translates into, more money in the bank over time, weeks, months later?
The changes start small, internally. It's subtle shifts in your behavior first, which then lead to the external results. Once that inner program starts to genuinely change, you'll see it manifest. For instance, you might stop making financial decisions based purely on fear.
Okay, that's huge. Fear holds a lot of people back.
Definitely. So instead of playing it safe all the time, you might approach a calculated risk with more confidence. You start trusting yourself more. And another thing they claim is you begin to notice opportunities that were probably there all along, but you just didn't see them because your mind was tuned to lack or difficulty.
Like your perception actually changes.
Exactly. And your energy shifts too. You might find yourself attracting different kinds of people, maybe mentors or just helpful coincidences. Synchronicities start popping up more. And perhaps the biggest thing is stopping self-sabotage. When you get a great idea, but then talk yourself out of it.
Oh, yeah. Been there.
This process is supposed to help you actually follow through on those inspired actions because the old limiting beliefs aren't yelling so loudly anymore. So the overall effect, they claim, is that wealth accumulation starts to feel less like a constant struggle and more like, well, your natural way of being.
Right. So if we boil it all down for you listening, the big takeaway seems to be that financial success isn't just luck or grinding yourself into the ground. It's fundamentally about alignment, internal alignment.
That's the formula they present.
Yeah.
And the pieces are clear. Gratitude connects you to what's already good. Focus, through intention, directs your energy where you want it to go. And the Billionaire brainwave audio, using that 7.83 hertz frequency, aims to align your subconscious engine with those goals. That whole package together is what they say activates your inherent wealth DNA.
And consistency is key. They suggest giving it a real shot, right? Like commit to it for maybe 21 days straight. See for yourself if you start feeling more confident, if opportunities seem to, find you more easily.
Exactly. It's presented as an experiment you can run on yourself. We've looked at how tuning your mind, specifically to the Earth's own frequency, is being pitched as this key to financial alignment. A really interesting thought here is this core idea. Viewing success itself as a daily frequency you need to consciously maintain. So the question to ponder until next time is this. Forget the 7.83 hertz for a moment. If you just checked in with yourself right now, what frequency are your thoughts mostly running on? Is it scarcity or is it abundance? Something to think about.